As far as history goes, this place is one of the best. Welcome to St. Augustine, Florida. Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we are in St. Augustine, Florida, and right behind me is Castillo de San Marcos. That is one of the oldest, still standing war forts that exists. And today we're going to go in and take a little look at it. But it's a beautiful day out here, and just soaking in the history of this place is just awesome, because St. Augustine is one of the oldest, I believe they say that they are the oldest still occupied city in America. Now, there's a lot of cool things to see here. We were here a couple weeks ago, and I told you that we were going to come back and check out this war fort, and being good on my word, here we are. So we're back checking it out, and if you hadn't seen the video from a couple weeks ago, go back and check it out. We went to the Pirate Museum, we went down some of the old streets in downtown St. Augustine, a lot of really cool stuff. So let's go see what there is here. Now this place is massive. I'm not sure if video will do this justice, but these walls are very, very high. Now we're going to go in here in just a few minutes, but before that we're going to walk around the outside and see what kind of things exist. Now it's cool that things like this are here. They're reminders of the past, things that have happened, whether they be good or bad. If you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know that we deal a lot with Hollywood history, sometimes the darker nature of things, cemetery tours, anything history, historical names, we do it all. Oh, that's not a bad sight right there. Now, the fun thing about visiting places like this is that you can actually feel what it's like to go back in time, because this place has been around for a long, long time. And if you go in here like we are going to go in just a few minutes, just imagine back in like the 1600s when all this stuff was going on. Let me zoom in here. There's cannons up there. Now imagine being up there and your job is to protect your fort and the people in it. Now over here is a bay, and there used to be ships coming up here, and they would have to try to defend their fort. Let's go up here and get a view of what they might have seen. Obviously, things probably looked a little bit different back then. Certainly no stairs. Definitely no tourists.
No, they don't. Yeah, these were just up and over.
The inside ones have the curve. Yeah. Uh-huh.
There's a watchtower up there. They would have been keeping an eye on what ships were coming in. And just up here, I have to show you this. This is one of the more fascinating things that we've seen here. There are cannons along this walkway here. But up here is a cannonball oven. Give you a little bit more information. The sizzling salvo. Cannonballs heated up to about 1500 degrees as they rolled over the fire. Hopefully you can see that. It says the furnace fire is blazing hot. A team of soldiers prepare hot shot to fire at wooden warships, heating cannonballs until they glow. During a naval attack, one soldier tends the coal fire and loads the cannonballs. After 30 minutes, other soldiers use tongs to remove the red-hot shot and carry it to guns along the seawall. So right over here, It says the goal of hotshot was to set an enemy's ship on fire, although soldiers have never fired hotshot in battle. They drilled for the possibility. The advent of ironclad ships during the Civil War made hotshot furnaces obsolete. It's pretty incredible. Put your cannonballs right in there and be prepared to fire it off at incoming ships. Here's one of the cannons over here by the seawall. So this is the view that they would have had. Just like there's ships out there now, except they probably don't pose any threat. You never know this day and age either, though. Just rewind time 300-400 years. Would have been a very different place. Here is a wall of cannons. Big ones, medium ones, and little ones. The admission to go in and check out around outside is $15. The little drawbridge here looks very medieval. I love it. The last defense. This is the most vulnerable part of the fort, is its entrance in the front of you. Right over here. To protect it, the Spanish designated an elaborate set of defenses. Heavy grated gate called a portcullis, 2 drawbridges, and the ravelin. It says it took 3 soldiers 15 minutes to close. So let's go in. Here's some of the bunk rooms. These don't look very comfortable. So the people staying in here would be not only guarding the people in this fort, but they would be guarding the people of the city. It's the prison. No thanks. So look inside the fort. I'm sure the bathrooms have since been added. Now I did read that at various times there could be up to 1,500 people in this center courtyard. The King's Treasury Room. Oh, there would have been some really neat stuff in here. This is what the quarters would have looked like. This would have housed 4 soldiers. And the bunk beds, 2 up top, 2 on the bottom. And the world's most comfortable chair. And do you want to go up and see where they would have shot the cannons from? And the watchtower? Me too. Let's go. Up we go. Living history here.
Dad, there must be something special about
Some water,
what?
We gotta wait.
Still, I can't get along because I stepped in the water.
Oh yeah, they would have had a lot better view up here. See the cannon down there. And there's quite a few up here too. It's the watchtower in front of us. Here's a view down there of the moat. That feels like quite a ways down. Now just imagine how many fewer home invasions there would be today if everybody had one of these. I can't say that I'm against that. See what this looks like. Interesting. This is what the upstairs walkway looks like, overlooking the courtyard here. So people down there would have hopefully been safe. The warriors of battle would be up here doing their thing. There's a few more cannons. I really wonder what it would feel like to shoot one of these off. Let's go take a look through here, shall we? Gotta be careful so you don't tip over. Probably wouldn't be a good day if you fell off that. Now that's downtown St. Augustine over there, and if I zoom in here, I don't know if you can see that or not, but right in the middle of your screen is the Pirate Museum. We went there 2-3 weeks back. But pretty incredible to see history like this. Let's walk over here for one more view. Just awesome. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this little tour, and as you can see, I'm in the pantry to make myself a nice lunch. So thanks so much for watching, and I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Latasha Freyzel for being the newest channel member. Thank you very much. So hopefully you enjoyed this tour. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one, everybody.